So, I have a question for you, completely hypothetical viewer. When was the last time you played Trials?
Okay, last guy left.
Guys on me. Yeah, to say it was good.
From you breathing in and out of my
And I don't just ask you that to be coy about Trials being dead, because now it's probably more alive than ever, to be completely honest. What's going on, everyone? Hope you enjoyed that neat little intro that I made. It took me like 30 minutes. So without me stalling any more than I already have, let's get into exactly what changed about, Trials and yeah. First off, reputation system. Completely new addition that makes it easier than ever to get loot. Pretty sweet. You gain reputation as you play with bonus amounts being awarded at your 3, 5, and 7 wins respectively. And when you rank up at Saint, he will hand you an engram with one of two purposes, depending on your choice. You can either turn it into a piece of gear you already have, or you can turn it in for a chance at something new. Pretty standard stuff. Trials loot has always been a pretty big thorn in everyone's ass because of how good it can be sometimes with amazing perkles and just of how ultra exclusive it is. But with the new system, I don't feel so locked out anymore. And that's great. Next up, we have the new matchmaking and card systems, which for the most part are how you expect, just with a couple tweaks. Matchmaking is exactly what it sounds like. It's matchmaking. People in solo or groups can queue up for games of Trials just like you would of any mode like Crucible or Gambit. The matchmaking will try and narrow it down depending on what win or match you are on, but it's a bit lax when you're in the queue for a while. As far as cards, the win threshold is completely the same, and the failure threshold has been completely removed. Your cards will never be void, and the longer that you ride out your cards, the more reputation you will get. So you are now incentivized to run out your cards, which is great, because a lot of the times you would just reset your cards at a single loss. So that's a good change. These changes don't seem to be all too important since there's, only 2 of them. But these 2 things, in my opinion, just made Trials the most fun and rewarding PvP activity in the game, hands down. With people queuing into Trials every weekend now, regardless if they're stacked or not, makes it inherently less sweaty for everyone else, especially because, in a way, you can't really lose. With the reputation system always rewarding you for you playing the game, you never truly lose. You're always making progress to the things that you want. And of course, flawlesses are always going to be more sweaty. They're still kind of intact. However, they are kind of easier now since matchmaking will make it a little bit more lax, sometimes queuing you up with people on their first games rather than their last ones. But I'm sure they'll jank that out somehow. I don't know. I can see the changes that they made being somewhat controversial to hardcore Trials community, simply because the activity is more accessible. And I don't really agree with that mindset. More people playing Trials means more people playing PvP, which means a healthier game. Sounds good in my book. Gatekeeping the type of loot that you got isn't always beneficial to the overall community, so I'm glad that they made these changes. It means more people will be able to access loot that was previously unfathomable for people to be able to get, like me. I barely even played Trials till just yesterday, and I've gone flawless twice this weekend. I haven't gone flawless since Season of the Worthy, when Trials came out. If they can get an ultra hardcore PvE loser like me to play Trials, they might have done something right. So anyway, I've been talking your ear off for 4 minutes now. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and or dislike if you feel so inclined to do so. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with the content that I post. I try to post every single week. But anyways, that's quite enough from me. And I hope every one of you have a wonderful rest of your day.